Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. This is Spencer Hawks, and today we're going to talk to you about remodeling and or renovating and what is the difference between the two. If you're interested, you can find this in print on our blog from November 2nd. Before we do this, I want to introduce my two agents here. You guys probably know Gabe Turner already. There is a great video on our YouTube that you can search back and you can actually see Gabe eating some peppers. One of the first ones before, we really got into doing this a lot. You remember that?
Yeah, it was fun.
We should do it again.
We do need to, yeah.
Are you down to do that if we do it?
I'm down to do it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a little pepper challenge coming up. They just said it right here. And then we have a new agent, Uriel Reyes. Uri, tell everybody hello. Is there something about you, or is you getting into the business here? And
well, hey everybody. So so I'm actually new to the business. Spencer is actually the one that kind of talked me into finally taking that first step in it. So I really owe me being to this point a lot of it to Spencer. So thank you very much, Spencer.
And guys, I'm going to say this. Uri actually speaks Spanish, so we have a third Spanish-speaking member on our team. So if there's anybody that knows folks who need assistance with a Spanish-speaking agent, we have got you covered. All right, so let's dive into this and not try to belabor the point anymore here. What about remodeling and renovating? You were telling me that there is a difference between remodeling and because you grew up in construction, so you know all these terms.
Yeah, well.
And that's important for folks to know that you have that knowledge too.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the difference between remodeling and renovating?
So renovating is more of like updating the house without actually changing the structure. So new light fixtures, plumbing fixtures, flooring, paint, stuff like that, without actually moving any walls. Whereas remodeling is when you come in and do those things, but you also usually change the structure of the home as well.
That's cool. And actually, you've started doing a little bit of construction management, haven't you?
Yeah.
So, guys, if you're looking for somebody to help you with construction management, might give them a call. And I think that it's important, too, like if you're doing some remodeling, and I've done light remodeling in a house, the one that we had before, the one that we're in now. We moved in, and they had the stovetop on an island in the center.
Yeah.
And you guys both know me. Sochi and I moved pretty fast and quick. And so, my concern was always oh my gosh, what if we bring one of our small children and hey, we're going to sit them on the island and realize that, oh no, wait, the stovetop was on.
Yeah.
So we did that, but after the fact, I realized that I messed up the triangle in the kitchen. And you know how the triangle is? You've got
from the sink to the cooktop to...
You know it. You know exactly. I messed up the flow. And we lived in that house for so many years, and it was fine. But one thing, looking back, what I wish that I would have done is that I would have consulted a professional about that before I just started, changing things up. And that was not a huge remodel, but we were changing kind of the flow of the kitchen. And while it worked, while we didn't sit our children on the stovetop, fortunately, because we'd moved it, it did kind of mess up the flow of the kitchen ultimately. So, I'd always say, look to some professionals before you do that. The other thing, budgets. Whenever we've got clients here and they're saying, we want to make some changes because we're going to sell our house, budgets are going to be a huge issue with that we need to talk to them about. Of course, they're going to call Gabe for all of this anyway. And then goals. What is the goal? Are they buying a house or remodeling it because they're going to live in it for some years? Are they remodeling or renovating for changes? These are all things that you need to be looking at whenever you're doing this. Again, you're consulting with a professional. Talk to your real estate professional about this too. I know that there are so many people, and we have the video back. So look back to the Mia Mian video when she's talking about the renovating and remodeling. To align that with your goals and to see what you're doing there. Guys, do you have any thoughts, remodeling, renovating?
No, I think budget, you touched on it. Figuring out what you want to do, what you want to accomplish with the remodel is really important. And your budget may be something that can fluctuate drastically with that. So
that's good. You have any final thoughts or comments?
Well, what about going into kind of the more important things, kind of what you'd rather invest your money into when you want to renovate something, for example.
Okay.
Like I know that we talked about it a little bit in the class where they talk about how maybe like a bathroom or the kitchens are really the more important places where you do want to, if you were to invest something in there, that the ones that you get a little bit more back from. So.
I think that that's a good point to bring up. Typically, when people walk into a house, bathrooms and kitchens are what sell things. Laundry rooms are important too, but I think that using the space that you have in a house, if you can redo your kitchen right, whether you're renovating or remodeling, or you can redo a bathroom, opposed to or you have a stand-up shower, or do you have that big jacuzzi tub that not a whole lot of people use. I mean, like, we've had a jacuzzi tub in the past 3 houses. My children use them to take baths. I mean, nobody's taking a jacuzzi in that house. So what is the usefulness of that? So, I mean, I think that that's a huge question that, ask people's real estate professionals, ask, the design folks, what's going to sell the best. But yes, bathrooms, kitchens are huge.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, guys, if you don't have anything else, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now, and we will see you later. And have a wonderful Thanksgiving that is coming up if I don't see you before then.